And I would drive to the gym and I would sit in the car for sometimes up to an hour, just trying to psych myself into going in and doing it. And,
Mm.
like I look back on that now and I'm like, what? I just go home and have a nap. And I remember there was one day where because I was very blessed. I had two coaches. I had one a male coach who did a lot of my, tracking my diet, those sorts of things. And then I had a female coach who did my posing and did a lot of kind of like the mental health side of things. And I remember there was one of these days when I'd driven to the gym and I'd sat in the car for an hour, and like crying, like, I don't want to go in and do this, but I have to do this because it's on my, it's on my schedule.
Yeah.
And I messaged the male coach and he said, just get in and do it. You've got to do it. Like one of your, the other competitors is in the gym right now working. You get in there and go, match it basically.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, like, no, like that just doesn't motivate me today. And then I messaged her.
Yeah.
And she said, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, go home and have a fucking nap.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, I'm allowed to do that? I'm allowed to go home and have a nap? And sure enough, like I went home and had my nap and then got up and was actually motivated to go and do the thing, and it was a great session, but it was like I'd given myself permission to rest first.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely that's a huge one, women trying to track their fitness and their performance physically on that they're always going to maintain, this, or at least be doing, be doing this.
Yeah.
Rather than recognizing that like some weeks you're going to be doing like a light session. Some weeks you're just going to have nothing in the tank and just getting in there and moving your body is enough. Sometimes you just don't want to, you're better off just going home and having a warm bath.
Yeah.
And then there's weeks where you get in there and you're like hitting PBs and, but none of it's wrong. It's just different phases, and we get different things from different, we gain different things from all of the different stages if we're willing to actually look for it.